following podcast is recorded and produced by the Podcast Precinct in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com. The Podcast Precinct. Consistency, creativity, culture.
The Nostalgia Funhouse proudly dedicates all episodes in the loving memory of Connie Chirac. So, Johnny, I've been hearing really great things about this Nostalgia Funhouse. It just brings back so many great memories.
Andrew, the only reason I'm moving in line with you here is that you really vouched for this show. So I'm just going to believe you that this is the show that I've been wanting, which is just talking about all the fun stuff from our yesteryear and the years before. And I really hate anything meta, so I'm glad that what we're doing right now is not that.
Oh, no, definitely. What is meta? Isn't that Ron Artest's new name?
Well, add World and Peace to it, sure.
Yeah, but this is great. They, last year, they were tier and play sets and Halloween costumes.
Well, that sounds cool.
They get these weird court recordings from pop culture courts.
Does anybody care about court cases?
These ones are kind of cool. They put Scott Kelvin on trial. Poor old Santa Claus there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, man. You know what the best part about this is, though? Is I hear they always got a really great sponsor. You can check it out right there.
Friday at 8, 7 Central, Johnny Gill's Serenade Laura. It's an all-new Family Matters.
Enough of that.
Then, are the Lamberts ready for a country club?
You're not supposed to repair the furniture.
No, she really speaks her mind. Tell her to stop it.
Step by step, and
Dry, oily.
Mickey begins a life of crime.
I guess we're gonna have to register you in pre-jail.
Baby talk,
What do real daddies do that Billy doesn't do?
followed by Billy Friday.
It's that time again. It's the Nostalgia Fun House. I am one of your hosts. I am the incredible, misunderstood Johnny Townsend, and I'm joined by the GOAT of podcasting, Andrew Lenz.
I wouldn't go that far.
I did, and I stand by it. In today's society, we throw that term around over everything. Andrew,
Yeah, that is true.
Everybody's a goat. Everybody's a goat in something.
I've already heard Jokic get called the GOAT, and I'm like, can he win maybe a little bit more and lay out his whole?
Now, I'm a giant Jokic fan. You know this.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite players to watch. He's not done. So I don't think you can throw around GOAT until you're kind of on the backside of your career. Personally,
I got to get guy I work with Landon on the show just to argue basketball, because I feel like I need an older presence with him, because he still doesn't understand Charles Barkley, and it really irritates me that he doesn't.
We're Charles Barkley stands on this show.
I'm like, the guy is as big as me and was dominating the NBA.
Yes.
Yeah.
His nickname was about how round he was.
But the great thing about Charles Barkley is he was a primetime player. And today, we are drafting a primetime lineup, or maybe kind of like our favorite perfect primetime lineup. And we are doing the Saturday morning drafting twist, because we like to throw in a little curveball. Oh, wait, that would have been good for our sports podcast. The Retroactive Sports Podcast, if you want to check that out. But we are doing, if you didn't catch the Saturday morning one, we are doing a draft. And what it is, whoever gets first pick gets to say, hey, I want that one. And then it goes on to the next person. Or they could be like, you know what? I don't want that. You can have it.
Yeah.
So,
but what's the other twist here is it's not a Saturday morning cartoon lineup now. It's a primetime television lineup for us.
And let's go. We could probably go 5 slots.
I think so. Yeah.
5 slots. So 8:30, say 9:30 or whatever, because I think there's a couple hour long episodes in there. So we'll just do 5 episodes and go into time slots from there. But Johnny, are you ready to see who gets first pick?
Yes. You call, because I think I called last time we did this.
Okay. I got to kind of tails. Oh,
it is Tails. So Andrew gets the first choice here. And here we go.
Close out this ad. Okay.
All right.
Oh, first on here, Night Court.
Oh,
Johnny, I'm sorry.
man.
Love me some Night Court. I gotta finish it, but still love me some Night Court.
It holds up. It still holds up.
Very, very underrated. Even though when I put up that appreciation post, a lot of people thought it was Dana Carvey. And it was kind of
I see that.
I really like Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
But this kind of like irritated me.
Yeah, because there's a genius to Night Court. And I still maintain that Bull is one of the best TV characters of all time. He's got to be up there. He's got to be on the list if you're doing TV characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great first pick. You're very lucky to have that show.
I'm very happy to have this show.
You should be.
And here we go, Johnny.
All right.
Let's see. Bob's Burgers.
Keeping it, not even going to think twice about it. Bob's Burgers. This is one of my all-time favorite animated TV shows, primetime TV shows. This is my show that I go back and it's my comfort show. You know, people have a comfort show that they've seen multiple times. That's what Bob's Burgers is to me. I can not even exaggerate and guaranteed I've seen the first 8 or 9 seasons of that show 5 times each at least.
My comfort show is on here, so I'm really hoping I get that one. All right. It's my pick. We're not doing Snake, it's just back and forth. The A-Team. Do I want this or do I want to wait? I'm taking the A-Team.
I know you would.
I am such a dork. So at my one job that I worked, if I had to like go pull parts and they're like, we need, and just to help out, and they were like, you know what, we need this fast, so we know you can pull it fast. I'd go onto the old phone and put on the A-Team theme song, and I
you got to
whip around that warehouse in the golf cart like there's nobody's business.
Did you love it when a plan came together?
I did. I did. And then I was a big Holly Mad Murdoch's fan. And then Rich Moranto of the Next to Kin podcast was like, hey, do you know that's Lieutenant Barkley from Next Generation? I'm like, thanks for ruining one of my favorite characters of all time.
That's right. They have Mr. T, who is again another one of the best TV characters of all time.
B.A. Baracus. You know what BA stands for? Bad attitude.
Oh, attitude. Okay, yeah.
All right, Johnny.
He didn't like to fly.
The Simpsons.
Oh man, I'm going to have an animated lineup here. This is tough because I do love me some Simpsons, but I want my lineup to be a little bit more diverse. And I already got my animated show. I'm going to, man, this feels sacrilegious to say, but I'm going to pass on The Simpsons, I think.
All right. So I get The Simpsons and Johnny's still picking here. Let's see. Your next one?
Who do I get?
Cheers.
Oh, I don't want Cheers.
Yes, thank God. Talk about coffee show. Jeez, I only got one more slot left. Johnny's just gonna get whatever comes up.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Fill your pick.
That's my lot in life.
We're gonna kick you off one of the. We're gonna get Trevor on, and it's just gonna be a Cheers episode.
It's just gonna be Cheers and Frasier. That's all it's gonna be.
We're gonna get Trevor on.
Keeping it. Not even. Yeah, it's not even in question. That's mine. You get your A-Team, which is also very good, but I'll get what A-Team was for me, which was Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. One man. I should just blare the like TV theme songs at work now, since we can't. X-Files?
Is this mine or yours?
This is mine.
That's yours, yeah.
You can have X-Files.
Yes.
Never a fan. I don't know what it was. The closest thing I ever got to X-Files was when they were on The Simpsons.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
And oddly enough, I have The Simpsons. So still,
your loss is my gain for sure. I love me some
pick here. Step by Step.
It's another good show. Another good show.
My
Is this
final
yours or mine?
spot. This is mine to
Okay.
keep or defer. I know there's better shows out there though, because we put the list together.
Yeah.
You can have Step by Step.
I'll take it. Take me some Cody. I'm fine with that.
Cody,
Patrick
the
Duffy.
real life actor, Cody. Step by step,
day by day.
I love how they like. I didn't realize how fake the roller coaster didn't age until I got older.
Yeah.
You know exactly the part that's
Yeah.
They're like, hey, let's wave. And nobody could see them. Like, I think about that now. Like, if you're on a roller coaster like that now, you're not really, can't really see them because these things get pretty high up.
Yeah. And they're fast.
So we are down to both of our final spots. Ooh.
I'm begging you to keep this one.
Seinfeld. So
if you force me to have this show, I'm gonna be really upset.
So the last one, this is Johnny's last one in his lineup, is Full House.
Full House. All right, I'll take it. I'm a Family Matters guy, but Full House is a classic.
Actually, do you want to defer? You know what? I'll give you the choice. Do you want to defer it? And then the next one, like kind of a double or nothing thing?
Let's do it. Whatever my next one is, I have to keep no matter what it is.
Double or
I
nothing.
like this. Double or nothing. What are we getting? What am I getting?
Family.
That's why you do it. Family Matters. Very happy with this. Very excited. You know, it's been a long time since a Funko Pop announcement has gotten me excited because I have pretty much all the ones I would want until this year. Guess what? Family Matters Funko Pops. So very excited to find some of those. But yeah, that's the pinnacle of my draft right there. It's Family Matters. I'm glad I held out for that.
You didn't want Seinfeld?
No. I do not want Seinfeld. I also, again, I recognize that's sacrilegious to some people. I'm sorry, Trevor, but I just can't do it.
Trevor and I tell him to come see me if he wants to talk about Seinfeld and Cheers. Well,
he wants me to love Seinfeld so much.
I don't understand why you're not like my thing is Cheers. Like Cheers is a great show.
I like Cheers way more than Seinfeld.
So shows that were not taken, like we said, Full House. These just didn't come up. Nobody said, "Hey, we just don't want these." Johnny said he didn't want Full House.
Well, also said I didn't want Seinfeld.
Full House, Mr. Bean, Boy Meets World were left on the board.
Yeah, two of those are mine. You can probably figure out which two were the ones I wanted.
We have an episode where we like debate Full House and what is it? Family Matters.
I have a topic idea that what if from time to time, Seinfeld's a great example. One of us takes something that we know the other one doesn't like and we try to convince them to like it.
We could do that.
I think it'd be pretty fun. So write that down, and then I'll forget that I told you to write that down, and then it was my idea.
I think you've done it with Mac and me.
Yes, that's a great example. Oh, by the way, watch Mojo, which if you don't know is like a big YouTube channel that does countdowns all the time. They did the 100 worst movies. Number 100, guess what it was?
Mac and me.
Mac and me. Yep.
Yeah, because it's really.
So there's 99 movies worse than it, Andrew. Thank you very much.
I know. We have
I felt validated.
I think this is my lowest rated movie that we've reviewed. It's still Mac and me.
Yeah, but it's all right. I mean, if you're wrong, I still consider you a brother. It's fine. Now I say that we got our 5 each. Let's kind of make these into a lineup. Like, what order would you put your 5 shows in?
Okay. Do you want to take a little commercial break and then we'll come back with it?
That's right. Let's get this show paid for and run some beautiful commercials.
Sir, I just need one thing.
Sorry, we're closed.
But this is Reba McEntire.
See?
Yeah, right.
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
Okay. You seem like a nice girl.
Thanks.
You're no Reba.
I know what I like Frito.
New Frito Scoops.
All right. Welcome.
What a beautiful commercial. I will surely spend my hard-earned money on those products.
Oh, I'm going to put in something crazy now.
I, Johnny Townsend, personally endorse and put my entire reputation behind whatever that product just was.
I'm going to find like the pocket fisherman or something.
What was that? Polly Pocket?
Yeah. I think they're bringing Mighty Max back or something.
Oh, wow. They're going to do like the little...
I want to say they're
small like that. That's cool.
Yeah, or a cartoon or something. I don't know. I'm still in the thing that toys are meant for grown adults like us than they are more for little kids.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so now we're going to take those shows that we each just drafted.
Yes.
And craft them into the perfect primetime lineup. I can go first. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I drafted first. So what's your first show if they're turning into JTTV?
All right, so in my opinion, the leadoff show is incredibly important. Right,
I think so.
It's incredible. It's kind of the staple of the lineup. It's the one that people think of, like, hey, I got to get home, make sure I'm home just in time for this lineup to start, because I'm going to begin with a legendary sitcom. In my opinion, we're going with Family Matters right off the bat here.
Wow,
8 o'clock.
You're hitting hard.
Yeah.
Woo. Wow. That's like lead off home run right there. So
I'm going big right off the bat.
I think you might get. Jeez, I went with Night Court out of mine.
Oh, that's a good one though.
I like Night Court. I think it's not overpowering. I think it's like it's like a nice little appetizer. It gets the funny bone funny, gets you a little chuckling going on there.
Yeah.
So that's
I like that.
I went with that with my first one.
I like that. All right, so for my second show, and I actually think these two followed each other in the original lineup. I won't go step by step second.
I think so too.
I'm fairly certain they did, if I remember correctly. But I'm going to do that because I think Family Matters is so strong that, and I like Step by Step a lot, or I wouldn't have kept them. But it's not as a well-known show as Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
So you give them a strong lead in, then maybe people will be like, you know what? I kind of dig this show, and they'll stick around for it.
I'm gonna go with The Simpsons because Night Court's got you going. I want to keep you laughing a little bit with The Simpsons there.
Smart.
Nice one. I like to think of my TV lineup as like dining out. Like you don't want anything heavy in the beginning.
Yeah.
You want to don't fill up on bread, people, because there's
you're getting your appetizers in. Yeah, I get you. That's smart. I'm going to follow this up with. I want to keep the laughs going here. I'm kind of making this sort of like a wave in a way. So I'm going to start out with the funny, and I'm going to continue with Bob's Burgers.
All right.
That's my 9 o'clock show, I guess, technically here.
Like that one. I'm gonna go with Cheers because it's a little bit more adult oriented for the kids. I'm thinking about the kids out there, even though you know me, Mr. Kid friendly
Yes.
TV movie over here.
You're my kid entertainment expert.
Yes.
I always go to Andrew. Andrew, is this a kid's show?
Yeah.
And your answer is always yes.
Yes.
No matter what the show is. Side note, did you know that they're making a RoboCop video game?
Another one?
Yeah, it's coming out pretty soon. I saw like a gameplay trailer of it recently.
I love RoboCop.
That's why I made sure I told you.
Yeah, I love RoboCop.
All right, so I'm going to follow up Bob's Burgers into a show that I think is a perfect lead up to my last show. in that this show kind of blends in the humor and some goofiness at times, but still you get some really great action and also just a sweet car here. We're going Knight Rider next for mine.
Ooh, okay. Go with the Michael Knight. I'm going to continue with a little bit more of the funny and kind of adult oriented comedy. I'm going to go with Seinfeld. I know I have the Franklin household for this hour. I know I got them on lock.
You do. That's
I
make sure you give them one of those Nelson boxes and you'll be doing great.
Oh, it'd be doing wonderful. I know I got the Franklin. That's the Franklin Power Hour, everybody. And Trevor just does little inserts. It's
it could be like a pop-up video, but it's little Trevorisms.
Yeah,
they're popping up with little bubbles.
It's sponsored by Cardboard Cave, and pops up with like, try this board game, like little things.
Oh man. All right, so my last show, of course, is going to be X-Files. I'm going to end. I know it wasn't for you, but that and The Simpsons literally got Fox off to a great start because they had those two shows that both became big hits. Obviously, I'm a nerd for the paranormal stuff, and this show just really, really got that itch in there for me. And it's a great, fantastic show. I'm very happy with this lineup overall. How you finishing yours?
I wonder, I was never into X-Files because nobody in my house watched it, because it was like the one TV household. And by the time we got another TV with actually cable hooked up to it, not rabbit ears. And I wasn't just getting PBS and, the Canadian stations and a couple local stations that I was like, you know what, I need to check. I just never, the only X-Files or episode I really, really want to watch is that band one about inbred and incest and all that. Like,
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's banned personally. I can't remember anything bad about it, but I mean,
probably a great kids show.
It's gotta be, right? Well, in fairness,
I give it the Andrew Lenz seal of approval kids show. Boom, right there.
It's like the Nintendo seal, but it's just got your name on it.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, I'm you might be onto something there because the X-Files was a show me and mom watched together, right? So it might be something, because when you're a kid, you're heavily influenced by what your parents watch, for sure.
Yeah. I think that's our generation's thing is most households had the one TV.
And that's why we both know and appreciate that Reba is the GOAT.
I once got left at work because Reba was on.
That's such a great story.
That's my childhood, people. I was on Connie Chirac's time, not anybody else's.
All right, so now after you've cornered and for sure gathered that Franklin, the much needed Franklin power hour there, how are you finishing that off?
I'm gonna go with the A-Team. Even gotta go with the A-Team. Great show. It's the drama. You got all the funny out of the way, and I'm going right into the drama.
Yeah, I like it. A
little bit of funny, but got the drama, got the action. Once again,
I'll tell you what, I'm not really mad at either one of our lineups.
No. I just like it how I didn't even mean to do Cheers and Seinfeld together, and then all of a sudden I realized like the Franklin household is going to keep me in business.
Yeah, all you need to do is just kind of, during the off season, just throw in some Frasier, and you'll never lose them.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to really enjoy the new Frasier.
I am insanely curious about it. Just how are you going to do it when some of the characters who were vital to the original show just aren't going to be there?
I think supporting characters make a show.
Yes.
Like my greatest example of that is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It was a funny show that first season. Then they were like, hey, we're going to throw in Danny DeVito.
Yes.
And it put it over the top. Like that.
Yeah, there's so many.
I know we joined the main cast, but just adding that puts over. Yeah. We talked
side note, Andrew, this is a great topic for another episode later.
Yeah.
greatest side characters in TV shows.
I think we should do it like what we kind of did with the Simpsons character tiering. Characters that maybe should have deserved a spin-off episode.
Agreed, 1,000,000%. Yeah.
I'll have to write that down so Johnny can forget it later.
That's right. I already don't remember it.
Or I'll spell it wrong and it'd be like, what? Oh, yeah.
I will say I was kind of hoping personally for some misspellings during our draft, but you got it all right.
I did. Well, I did click on Grammarly a lot in there.
Well, it showed. You did a great job on this. I was a little disappointed. Always like to mind the humor out of other people's mistakes instead of my own.
The collector cops.
Yes.
There was a U. I just overextended it. Also, here's a funny story before we leave you. So, not to brag, but I recently won a bid on eBay to get Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii.
That's a great game. That's a great game.
So Sunday, I was playing that constantly with my kids, the whole family, everything else. All of a sudden, Monday, I wake up and I can't figure out why my shoulder hurts. So I need to start training a little bit more because throwing those fastballs.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. But I got that. Everybody loved it. I don't know if I don't think I overpaid it by too much, but it's worth it if everyone in the family enjoys it.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, so
a lot of the disc-based video games are starting to go up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, unless you want old EA Sports games, because I bought
you can get those a dime a dozen, yeah.
I bought like 8 titles and I think spent $16 on all of them.
Yep.
I think a couple were 99 cents. Yeah, why is hockey? Hockey is so much cheaper than all the other ones.
I don't know. You would think the other ones would be more cheaper just because there's more of them, you would think, right? Like just at a popularity standpoint.
No, it was
like I would assume like Madden games, old Madden games for the PlayStation 2, just for example, would be really cheap. NBA Live games would be really cheap. I know 2K games are fairly cheap.
I didn't get any 2K. I only got the ones that I enjoyed because I will be playing those over on the Retroactive Sports Podcast YouTube channel.
Yeah, make sure you go check that out.
Yes.
Please, I'm gonna beg you, join the Patreon, and you're gonna get some exclusive content there. I just recently pre-ordered the next NBA 2K game, and that set me back $80 because they're more expensive now. So I need the money. So please go do that so I can spend money on other games that I don't need but want very badly.
And we're still working towards our what?
Oh yeah, I hadn't even got to see Ghost of Mr. Chicken yet.
$12 goal to get the Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Yeah. We're a very transparent show. I don't know what other shows would say, hey, we need $12.
I actually just put up on Patreon before it was released. It's on Patreon now before it gets released to YouTube. Me playing the Punisher for the NES. Yes, that's the Punisher. That classic LJN game, the Punisher.
All right, yeah. And then he's going to play the Terminator and hate it every moment.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll play RoboCop.
There you go.
I'll play Splatterhouse, kid-approved game.
Make sure you go check that out. Go in our descriptions of this show, and you can see all kinds of great stuff that we got in there.
Yeah, we got to get Brian on and do that again, where you just come up with a bunch of like shows or a bunch of movies. Because he's like, because he had the best reaction whenever I said like kids movie. You laugh.
Yeah.
You're just like, this is great. And he just seemed kind of like horrified in his voice. Like, no. Who's letting you watch this? My aunts, my grandmother, my mom. And just go, is it a kid's movie? And just see, you already know my answers.
I think it's just that while I mean, I'm not a parent, but if I was, I would probably be more towards how Brian is, I would think. But also at the same time, I have a niece who I think she's she either just started high school or she's about to. She's around that age.
Yeah.
But when she was younger, like her parents were already having her watch these Freddy Krueger movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I watched a couple of those. I didn't like them. I ran out of the room, so I went
Yeah,
to play with toys.
See, when I was a kid, like Jaws terrified me.
I've actually watched every single Nightmare on Elm Street, and I understand why horror fans like them. But as a movie fan, a little into this, as a movie fan, there is zero continuity between them.
Right. Yeah.
And I also found out some fun facts. He is not referred to as Freddy Krueger until the third movie. He is Fred Krueger, which is not even scary.
That's like your dad's name, Fred Krueger. No, it's Fred. Thank you very much.
Fred.
Only his friends can call him Freddy.
Oh my goodness. The story changes a million times.
You see, I have this thing where I don't care for any of the movies where the killer's the one everybody loves. Like I just don't care for that personally.
I get it.
Just not for me. I don't care. I mean, I have plenty of friends who love that stuff. That's fine for you, just not for me. But I do enjoy obviously a goofy type scary movie. Almost. I mean, you know that about me. I love those more goofy-ish ones. But also I love those ones that are scary because of how they make you think, right? I love those too, the suspenseful ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved Repossessed, which is like the parody spoof of
where the head turns all the way around.
Yeah. So like my friend Dave loves horror and he like tricked me into watching The Exorcist. And I was like, I don't do this. I don't do this.
Now Repossessed, I'm with you. I need to see that again. Maybe it could be our Halloween movie if we're able to watch it.
I was trying to look.
I haven't seen it in a long time. It's either gonna be that or Dracula Dead and Loving It. Those are the two choices I'm throwing out to you for Halloween.
Oh, we're gonna get something. But yeah, go check out everything social media, all the links below, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, merch shop, all that great stuff. I'm Andrew Lenz, and he's Johnny Townsend. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.